Hi there. This week's video actually comes from my sister. She suggested a movie that we had on VHS and I vaguely remember watching as a child. She also said not to be too strict with it because she does enjoy a lot of the songs, so I'll try my best, Lou. But anyway, here we go. This is Anastasia, one of Fox's magnum opuses, with the talent of Don Bluth and Christopher Lloyd, memorable... Wait, no, sorry, I mean The Secrets of Anastasia. Made by UAV Entertainment. I wonder what the secret is. Is it that they're bad films? Because that's not a secret, UAV. Actually, UAV's secret might be the litany of other movies that they ripped off. Usually at the same time as the official movie releases. So we start the movie with a narrator that tells us about the story surrounding the Romanov family and Anastasia. We then cut to several years later and have a weird scene where a Soviet guard just kind of stares up at the old palace. Anastasia, you maybe want to keep the music down, you know, with the Soviet guards everywhere. There's also these, like, talking instruments reminiscent of the supporting cast in Beauty and the Beast. I mean, at least this movie's going for historical accuracy.
Such a sad song. I'm feeling sad a lot lately. I don't know why.
I don't know, Anastasia. Maybe you're upset because the revolution killed your entire family? Maybe.
Just remember who you are. But that's just it, dear heart. I feel as though I've no idea who I am.
Oh, so it turns out Anastasia has amnesia in this movie too. That's really using the old originality noodle there, guys. So she escapes somehow and suddenly boards a train and runs into Dmitri, a con man that wants to claim the reward. I mean this guy who is essentially Dmitri.
In the Tsar's imperial forces, if you must know. The conductor. Where is your ticket?
But, oh, guess what? They don't have a ticket. Not seen that before. Oh, also the silent Russian god guy follows them. For some reason. So, after jumping off the train... Really? So, after jumping off the train and somehow managing not to kill the flimsy brass tuba guy, we find ourselves just sort of entering the palace, or the hotel, or his house, or I don't know. I have no idea where they are. It seems fancy, but the movie literally doesn't tell you. Then we have a scene where they order room service because... funny? Anyway, Dmitri Ripoff doesn't really seem to mind, even though his plan would lead me to believe that he doesn't have that much money to begin with, hence the claiming the reward thing.
I've been hungry before.
But then we pretty much crash into the second act, so I guess it's cool. Then we run into this guy who I'm pretty sure is a lizard person.
Am I late? Again? It's become so...
Come closer, child.
Yeah, maybe they should have stolen the design for the Grand Dowager Empress. I mean, she looks like a mutant fusion of Sophie and the Grand Dowager Empress from the Fox version of the movie. I don't know, it just looks weird. At this point, we pretty much have the exact same scene from the Fox film. You're not my daughter. I am your daughter. The other women have said that. No, how can you be so heartless? My heart has been broken by several people, yada yada yada. I mean, they even stole the song being her trigger to remember pretty much everything and cure her amnesia inexplicably. Although, maybe I should try the whole singing after being rejected thing. I mean, that seems to work. Well, I'm certainly glad I fired Mel. You're hired. So then Dimitri's beaten up for no reason. I honestly don't know why. It's just what the movie demanded, I guess. Dmitri and Anastasia fight like an... Oh, and by the way, I was totally beaten up by these random guys, and I didn't tell the police or anything, but thanks for asking. And then Anastasia's kidnapped. Because, you know... Oh my god. The bad guy was the bad guy. I knew it. So then they rip off that song, Dark of the Night, from Anastasia, and the prince that I didn't care about turns out to be the guard that I didn't care about, and he explains his plan, which made even less sense, and that I cared even less about still. Ah, see, I knew he was a reptilian. I knew it, David Icke. You were right. You were right about everything. And the moon is an egg. I still have no idea what this guy's plan is. We're out of coffee. We're out of coffee! So then they fall out of a window because, yeah, I don't know, movie... it's a bad sign when a movie's struggling so hard to create action that it has to resort to beating people up for no reason and then throwing them out of windows. Anyway, the bad guy dies before he married her against her will, and I guess would rule in an aristocracy that he doesn't agree with, even though she could turn to anyone at any point and say, yeah, that guy that looks like a prince, that's not a prince, check his details or something. And Dimitri starts dying, and he's like...
No, don't talk.
I must tell you.
I secretly wanted to be the princess.
I was your mother, Alexandra.
And then her
Your brother
instruments turn into her family and start talking about the rules. The rules? What rules? Who did this to you? How did you become instruments? Why aren't we watching that movie instead? I mean, this raises so many more questions than it does answers.
We'll be with you wherever you are.
Ah, fucking singing to save the day. I mean, they did this one time in Doctor Who, but it really annoys me because it's like the mother of all bad Deus Ex Machinas. I mean, it's like you didn't even try. Maybe a curse or a magical device that revives people. Or how about a potion or a wizard or a defibrillator? Wait, no, I've got it. She sings and he totally comes back to life. The end. So her parents and the rest of her family go off to the afterlife or something, but the son finishes the movie with narration and refers to himself as an accordion still, even though we just watched him change back like 2 seconds ago. Look, Lore, the songs were okay, heck, they were even catchy occasionally, but they ripped off so much in the rest of this movie. And you know what's funny is that they claimed that this was actually more accurate than the Fox version. The one with magical talking instruments claimed theirs was the more historically accurate version. So I'm sorry, but it's only 10 schmeckles. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this week. I might have a look into some of these other enthralling titles from UAV at some point, like The Secret of Mulan and The Secrets of the Hunchback, because they don't sound like rip-offs. Anywho, love you all. Bye!